if you imagine protein as like the main heading or the main circle at the top of a graph, under protein, I don't know the exact number, maybe 20 different types of amino acids, and I think only 9 of them are considered essential. And all this means is, like, picture you have your one big piece here, and then you have like 20 different like little different types of Lego pieces, and those things add up together to form the protein. Now, 9 of those essential Lego blocks, amino acids, are essential because our body can't produce them or synthesize them on its own. So that's why, if you've ever heard someone say that vegan is not as beneficial as like animal based, most of that argument is based on the idea that an animal based source of protein, think of chicken or an egg or Greek yogurt, most of that is complete sources of amino acids. It has all the Lego blocks you need. Versus if you think of, like, I don't know if this is a bad example or not, but like a chickpea or a black bean or broccoli, other sources of plant proteins, most of those are not complete sources of amino acids, so you need to mix those foods together in order to create that complete piece. It's like they're like Tetris pieces that need to be fit together, because our body ends up taking the protein and breaking it down and creating the amino acids, and then it shuttles it all around our body to wherever it's needed to create things like cells, structures, all these different things. A good rule of thumb, you've heard it before, and it's actually pretty grounded in science: 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you currently have obesity, you could probably go more like 1 gram per pound of goal body weight, or something like that. If you're like 500 pounds and you want to be 250, you know you feel good at 250, you don't have to eat 500 grams of protein, that'd be crazy. But aiming for 250 will be hard. That's a good rule of thumb. I like to bias towards more animal-based sources. That's just my preference. I know lots of plant-based vegans out there that are absolute animals. No pun intended, actually. But they're quite fit people too, so it's definitely by no means like a bad thing to go that way. I just think, based upon my own experience, it will require more intentionality on your part to make sure you're getting a wide range of different plant-based protein sources. Probably have to get a good quality plant-based protein powder. Probably want to eat lots of tofu and tempeh and all that stuff, because they're quite good for their amino acid profile. To put a ribbon on the protein conversation for today, what works for me usually is to, whenever I cook my meals, I'm usually putting like, I don't know, 6 ounces of meat in a container with like vegetables, rice, potatoes, whatever else is with the meal. If you have like 6 ounces of chicken or beef or pork or fish, that's 168 grams, and that would be usually over 50 grams of protein in a meal. So if you're a decent sized dude, eat 3 normal-ish meals, 50 grams each, maybe have a protein shake or a double protein shake. Not that hard to hit 200 grams. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna be full as fuck, and it's not normal. Initially, you're gonna be very, very full and uncomfortable, but once you get used to it, it's very impressive how adaptive the body is.